Hi everyone, this is Miss McIntyre. Welcome to my tutorials video. Today we are going to be working on division. So I'm going to show you a way on how students can solve division problems without using long division or the standard algorithm. So as you can see, our problem says 428 divided by 2 equals blank. Well, we know that the 428, this number right here, this is our dividend. It's called a dividend. That is the number that will be divided. Now, the digit 2 is actually our divisor. So the divisor is, it could be the number of people or the number of groups that the number is being divided into. So for this, we are going to use a place value chart, which I have drawn one right here, as you can see. So the first thing that we do when we're going to use a place value chart and we're dividing, okay, we're going to take our dividend and we are going to put it into the place value chart. So as you can see, in the ones place, we have the digit 8. So I am just going to draw 8 circles. In the tens place, in our dividend, we have the digit 2. So I will draw 2 circles in the tens place. And in the hundreds place, we have the digit 4 in our dividend. So I'm going to draw 4 circles in the hundreds place. Now we have represented our dividend, which is 428, into the place value chart. So that's the first step. Now the second step is we have to look at the divisor. Our digit for the divisor is 2. And remember, that's going to be like the number of groups that the number is being divided into, which means that we're going to have to make groups of 2. We're going to make groups of 2. So we're going to start with the hundreds place. And all we're doing is making groups of 2. Alright, so how many groups of 2 are in the hundreds place? Well, let's circle them and see. So we have 1, 2, let's circle. That's a group. 1, 2, circle, that's a group. So how many groups do we have in the hundreds place? 2. So then I'll write the digit 2 right here in the hundreds place. Let's look at the tens place. Do I have a group of 2? Yes. So I will circle that group of 2. How many groups of 2 do I have in the tens place? That will be 1. I have one group of 2 in the tens place. So I will write the digit 1. Now we'll go over to the ones place. Again, we're looking for groups of 2. We get the number 2 from our divisor. So I'm going to circle all the groups of 2 that I see. Now, how many groups of 2 do I have in the ones place? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 groups of 2. So then now I know that 428 divided by 2 equals 214. And that is one way that you can solve a division problem. Thank you for watching. Now for this one, we are still going to use the same method, right? A place value chart, and we're going to divide again, okay? But this time, watch very carefully because this one can be kind of tricky. So we have 360 divided by 9. Again, we have 360, which is our dividend. That is the number that will be divided. And we also have 9, which is our divisor. That is the number of people or groups that the number is being divided into. So the first step is we are going to represent our dividend, which is 360, into the place value chart using circles. So I'll start over here. In the ones place we have 0, so we will not represent any circles. In the tens place we have the digit 6, so we will represent that using 6 circles. And In the hundreds place, we have the digit 3. So we will do that by representing 3 circles in the hundreds place. All right. So now we have represented our dividend, which is 360, into the place value chart. Now let's take a look at our divisor. Our divisor is 9. Okay? So remember, that is the number of people or groups that the number is being divided into. We're going to start with the hundreds place. Do we have 9 circles in the hundreds place? No, we do not. We only have 3 circles. Okay, so here's where it gets a little tricky. And it's kind of like regrouping. Okay, so we're going to have to take one of these hundreds and we're going to have to make 10 tens. Okay, now again, we only have 2 circles in the hundreds place and we're trying to make groups of 9. So we can't do that. So we're going to have to cross out another 100 and make another group of 10. We're going to make 10 tens again. And lastly, we're going to take this 100 and we're going to regroup it to the tens place. And we are going to make another group of 10 tens. All right, does everybody see what I did? So now I don't have any groups of 9 in the hundreds place. So what I'll do is I'm just going to write a 0, like a placeholder 0, and you don't even have to write that. But it's good just to make sure you're keeping your numbers lined up and it'll align with what you're doing on the place value chart. Now let's look at the tens place. Can I make groups of 9? Well, it looks like I can make quite a few, right? So let's go ahead and make some groups of 9. Okay, so we know that this up here is 6, 7, 8, 9. So here's one group of 9. Let's see, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so here's another one. There's another group of 9. All right, so let's make another one. Let's see another one. There's another group of 9. And down here, I have another group of 9. How many groups of 9 do I have in the tens place? So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 groups of 9 in the tens place. So I'll write the digit 4. Make sure I write it in the tens place. Now, do I have any circles in the ones place? No, I do not. Because when we were drawing it out, we noticed that in our dividend 360, there was a 0 in the ones place. So we don't have anything in the ones place. So then I will put a 0. So now I can see that 360 divided by 9 equals 40. Equals 40. And that, again, is how you would use a place value chart to solve a division problem. So, our next video, not today, but our next video, I'm going to show you how to use this same strategy when you have a remainder. Thank you for watching.